Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So what I started doing, I just wanted to record myself. What I started doing was working on my own website. Um, I keep having to be in the midst of others who claim to help, but yet all they want is dominion. And they want dominion of other people because they believe that in order to create wealth for them, because that's what, to me, that's what all they have is leveraging other people, that without that, we have nothing. When I genuinely believe from God and what he said is that we were born in power. We were born with all the power that he had, which he had a mission when he came to this earth. And I'm also talking about believers and non-believers, regardless if you believe about God, believe in God, Christ, he died for our sins or not. It doesn't make him obsolete. You're just missing the opportunity to plug in and who he is so that you can live your full potential. And money is not full potential. Having a beautiful wife and kids is not what it's called to be, but living in your fullest potential, which most of us don't even know what that is. But getting to next to your creator, following your creator, seeking your creator, he tells you what it is for you. And a lot of times we look at this metaverse and the media and everything else, and we try to mimic versus being the piece to the puzzle of this thing we call life. The construction worker and the home designer and the home decor and the one even to generate the scent in the house are all different people. But if you are an interior decorator and you see how the guy does construction and how much money he's making, you decide to put that down and pick up a what we call a trowel of which smooths out the concrete, because my stepdad used to do stucco and all that stuff. So he used to use what we call a trowel to put on like the stucco, the drywall and all that stuff. So, but here or there, you're trying to be what you see versus what you hear, what you are called to do. God has your calling. He will tell you if you would just ask. And 9 times out of 10, he's already telling you, but you just don't know how to hear because you don't know the voice. So with that being said, I'm in a place right now where people are looking at me and what I deem is I'm stumbling my way to quote unquote success. I'm stumbling my way to what I'm called to do. And there are people that are looking at that and trying to use this as a vehicle for their own selfish gain. There are people right now that want to be employed just because they see and think of what revenue is coming in. People who want to be employed to take and not actually be a part of the system to, like take some things off my plate. If I am the marketer, what they say in the E-Myth, the book E-Myth, you're the janitor, you're the marketer, you're the customer care, you're the one setting the appointments, you're the one recording the videos, you're the sales team, you are the architect, like coming in, building out your design because you don't have the income right now to build, to have somebody to build something for you, put together your detailing van, go to Home Depot for you and buy the pressure washer. You are all these people. And so the way your business is set up, it tells you what you can let go, what it takes for someone to be in that position. And a lot of people will come in and they will tell you, I can do this, I can do that. And before you know it, you find yourself becoming a community activist and you're paying those people, because what my issue is, I have a heart for people. When people usually come in, hey, Joe, I need you, I need you, I need you. It's always, I want to get close to you, Joe, or I need you. And they tell me what they can do to continue to generate. And by them being in place, more income is supposed to come in. But then I find myself having to prove myself with an engine that's already moving. And the person is usually waiting, quote unquote, for me to just give them what I have, versus coming in on what I already have and adding to it to multiply it. So if I needed a marketer, I should take marketing off my plate. I should not have to be the one recording, the one figuring out the words, the one. only because I've been doing that already. And if you told me that you can do it, you should already know what words needs to be done. You should already know that, hey, you may be the one recording. Now, if we came in this agreement and you said, I would be the one recording, I would be the one editing, I would be the one, and I'll help you with marketing, that is partnership, that is employment. You're taking something off of my plate, and now I'm in exchange, I'm paying you for that. So with that being said, I just noticed a lot of that stuff going on right now. So the great equalizer, which is a great equalizer, and we all have it in the palm of our hands or on a desktop, and that's about to go away, the desktop. But we have that equalizer of ChatGPT, OpenAI, which is Claude, ChatGPT, and all some other websites. Really, what I don't use. I stuck with what I learned, and I'm enjoying it. It's helping me with my business. So Claude and ChatGPT are the two formats that I use, right? But the equalizer is I'm able to create a website. Like I am creating a website right now, and the reason why I cut on this recording because I want to document the fact that I created this website in less than 7 minutes. I told it to mimic a website is what I did. I put my verbiage in it, and then it became mine because why? I reworded everything that's for my business. So basically all I took was the shell of that business, that website. So once I got the website, it's like I like the Bentley. But if somebody wanted the Bentley, AI can give them the Bentley, but the Bentley is not for them. But what makes a Bentley strong is the drivetrain, the suspension, the look of it, right? That's what makes it. It's very reliable. It's very comfortable. It has massage seats. It has air conditioned seats. It has a lot of features in it, right? But what I did was I stripped everything down to the frame and made it mine. I still have the drivetrain because it's a great website. I still have the suspension. I still have the air conditioned seats because people can check out on their own, and it does all the booking and everything, right? But now the image of it, the coloring, the wording, like right now, I'm going to put, instead of just saying seat extraction, $99 per row or whatever the case may be, right? I'm making this up because this is my format, right? You have your own. But if I were to put that, instead of saying this is the cost of that, I'll ask the question, do you have stains in your seat? If you click that button, this is what it costs. This is what it's going to generate. Do you have brake calipers that you want to change the color to? So instead of saying brake calipers, I can change the colors a certain price, I am asking, do you want your calipers changed? Do you know you can change the color of your calipers? And when they go, now they're more inquired versus me telling them what they need. I allow them to answer their own questions and build their own ticket by asking them questions. Do you have swirls from an automated car wash? I have that as a question, and then I have an hourly rate. So when I see their vehicle, I tell them how many hours it's going to take because I'm a professional. It takes what it takes. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing and I'm taking forever, but as a professional, I know what it takes based on looking at it. You already know that it's XYZ per hour. So when you come to me and you answer the question yourself, you put it on the form and I received it, we schedule your appointment. When I say this takes 3 hours, this takes 4 hours, or this is a correction versus just a paint enhancement from swirls, then I can give them the hourly and then they can match it up with what they already signed up for. So with that being said, I am building this website out via my OpenAI. And when I built it out, I realized it matched the same font, the same layout as the person who was selling something to me for $1,500 a month. And right now I'm here to tell you, OpenAI is the great equalizer. Now, one thing someone cannot do once I use the AI and they use the AI, the in service of this here human being. I guarantee clean or free. There's nothing cleaner than clean. All right. So with that being said, the website can be the equalizer, but when the job is done, I will set the standard as a human being. So let's not make AI let me say this. There's a lot of people becoming millionaires because of AI. They're selling you a product of something you can do yourself. But what cannot be done yourself is once you put that ebook out there, You are the one with the information that can execute it if they had questions. AI makes it look pretty. It redefines your words, and it's able for you to do your Zapier and your open like your APIs and different things like that, to where it can connect it to make it seamless, to where it's automated. That's where AI is that great equalizer. But the actual information and correcting the information that AI gives you, that's what separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls, those who just trying to get over. You can tell who's trying to get over, because as soon as AI give them a font, they just plug it in and they try to sell it. But the real men and the real women, they look at it. Nope, that doesn't make sense. That's just filler words. This is what that actually is. And you put in your font. Like right now, I have a formula to where if you were to do your pricing, I have a formula where you would never undercharge. A lot of my mentees, they do not know how to charge. All they know is, oh, $2,500, you just made $35, but they don't know what that consists of. But when I show them the formula on how they can price, it builds the confidence in the individual. So now when they say $1,500, they say it with confidence. Confidence is what closes the sale, not the price. And sometimes, most of the times, if you look at all these ads that's on Facebook, a lot of these ads are selling because of price, not what they're capable of doing. So they make the price very cheap or inexpensive so that the customer just can say yes. They don't have to do nothing but overwork themselves in this hot heat in Florida, which is ridiculous nowadays. 2026 heat, the summer has been different. It's never been a summer like this. And right now the environment is changing. My employee had to go to the hospital because he had heat exhaustion. So with that being said, I should say my contractor, I need to use my words properly. My contractor that was out there in the field that called me, he needed to go to the hospital because the sun was entirely too hot. So with that being said, your price point has to be worth what it is that you're doing, not just for the job, but for your livelihood. Okay, we can get into that if you guys decide you want to understand how to price your business so that you always earn profit and you can grow your business. After 17 years, I know what it costs to do a job. And I know the math, I know the formula to make sure that I'm in profit every single time. So AI has helped me to put that in words. I plugged it into AI. Now, if I use it enough, when you need it, you can go in AI. And if my formula is high ranking in the quote unquote SEO and it's the answer to your problem, they will pull from my answer. That's how OpenAI works. It's open artificial intelligence. Once you pull from something that's concentrated, it now becomes artificial, quote unquote, and now it's able to be spread and spread thin like a copy paper. It's not the original, but it's the copy from everybody so they can give you an answer. It comes back really fast, and that's why you have to check it, because it may pull from a 3-year-old when you need it from a 50-year-old veteran. So at the end of the day, your smarts will help to facilitate the right response, okay? So I'm using the great equalizer right now, and I'm building up my platform. And all I have to do is go to my domain and link it to the website. All I have to do is go to my scheduling system and book it to the website so that my OpenAI can seamlessly allow it to jump to my scheduler, give the customer back a available appointment. They book it. Once they book it, I get a notification, and then it collects, which connects to another system that collects the deposit, so that when it makes the confirmation, your deposit tells me you're serious. This morning, we set an appointment for someone. I raced to get here to work this morning. That customer said, I'm at the mall. I need it done, blah, 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 blah. You know, when we got here at the time, he said he'll be here, which was in another 15 minutes when we had the conversation. He no longer answered the phone. He did not show up. Why? Because our words were exchanged on the phone. But if my website could have got him seamlessly to, because again, he had to get our number from online. Online should have led him with my AI, which is the great equalizer, should have led him to the website. The website should answer his questions and ask him questions, motivate him to close the deal. Once he booked, Now he has the deposit comes in through the automation, and now I confirm the condition of his vehicle when I see it, and we go from there. And I have the deposit. He showed or she showed up because they're serious, because the deposit go towards their detail. If they don't have enough money to make the deposit, they don't have enough money to do the detail. So with that being said, the automation system, which is the great equalizer, which we all have, if you learn how to use it and not be used by everybody that has the same opportunity you have. I can create a website right now and sell it to one of you guys because it looks like a great website, which it is, but you haven't taken the time to go and get your OpenAI and try it yourself. But if you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to put out what I call trash. So it takes you studying, understanding, and knowing what you want. You get a coach so you can, like we do in AI, you dump it. And a great coach will help you formulate what you needed to do, what you said you wanted to do, because that's what your future looks like. Because I don't know your future, only you know your future. As a great coach, we tailor it to what you need, because I'm a business coach. If you need to earn extra income, if you need a system, if you need more clients, if you need verbiage, this is where we come in as coaches and we can get you there. But you have to put in the input. And once you put it in the input, because if you use an AI that's trash, because there's some AI system out there that's trash because people are using AI to create another AI, which is a carbon copy that doesn't know how to get, that cannot be connected to more people. All right. That cannot be connected to more people like the Claudes and the Chat GPT. But you go into this other app and it gives you limited, but the way it words it, you think it's factual. So if you have the wrong coach giving it the best information, you still can get trash. But if you have a great coach that knows who you are and you give it great input, you're bound to get great output back to you. Now it's your job to follow through. And remember, a great coach will make you feel uncomfortable. Because if you want to get up at 8 and he tells you got to get up at 6:42 because of something they know, you have to follow that to the T very blindly with trust, because that's your coach. That's who you're paying. Because I realized that when I go to therapy and I go to counseling and when I go to like marriage counseling, I have to do the things I've never heard before, because that's the reason why I went to counseling, because I don't know something. So you have to trust what you paid for, even if it's free. You have to trust because you asked for the advice. You can't say it doesn't work when you only tried 1, 2, and 3, but you didn't do all the way to 6 or 7, whatever your coach say do. So with that being said, I am building up my website. I'm very excited because I see traction. And I have a young lady on my team, which is my wife, and she is going to connect it to our 3 software that is needed in order to get this to work. And I am going live, and I will be live by the end of the day. I've been waiting for like almost 4 weeks right now, because why? That person is great at marketing and he has so many people he has to deal with, and he has to plug in this information. That's why I'm on the back burner. But if I learn this myself, I can coach it. I can help you. I'm willing to, I'll be able to give this in a package to build your package that's undeniable. So basically, I am creating a ministry to where when you go to the pastor, you're asking the pastor to break down what you could not understand in King James. So as a coach, I am learning so that I'll be able to define in your language, bring it down to your level, because I've been there, and I'll be able to commune with you and get you growing, because I'm for you. I'm for people. I am Joe. So with that being said, I just wanted to document that this day, I am building my own website for the first time. And I believe, and I know in my heart without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to be the best website I've ever had, because it's what I've built. So go out there and build something. Go out there and learn something. It doesn't have to be AI, but I advise you to do AI, because I don't want you to think AI, you can do your life without AI. All right? Because AI is a thing that you should learn. It's like learning your ABCs and then you spell your own words. It's like learning math, and you know when you set a price, you know how to do your additions and your multiplier. You will not get scammed. So learn AI for AI's sake, so that you will be able to communicate while AI is the foundation. Because if they obsolete with cash and all you have is cash, That's on you if you don't learn the digital platform. So that's just an example. Learn AI, but go and build something on other than AI and allow AI to get it to the masses. God has built you uniquely for you. Have something to put in the stream of AI and allow it to get it out to the people, but it is your formula. It is your structure. It is who you are. It's your personality. All right. So I appreciate you for listening. And I hope this helps because it's helping me. I'm literally doing something right now. I'm actually excited. That's why I turned on the camera for this very reason. All right. Thank you. God's will. I'll see you guys next time. All right. It is better to be seen than it is to be viewed. And if you're going to be alive, you might as well live, baby. Peace.
Direct, motivational, and unapologetic, delivered with both biblical wisdom and business grit. Structure of episodes, quick-hitting lessons, real-life metaphors, storytelling, and actionable takeaways in every episode. Value proposition with clarity and purpose, confidence in pricing and practical steps to scale. Unique twist, you blend faith, raw entrepreneurial experience, and